Welcome to Just Gist TV, your #1 destination for hot celebrity stories, hidden truths, and the drama everyone is whispering about but afraid to say out loud. Before we dive in, do not forget to subscribe to Just Gist TV and turn on post notifications so you never miss a breaking gist like this. Social media was thrown into absolute chaos when Pearl Watts unexpectedly went live, visibly upset, emotional, and clearly not in a stable headspace. What started as a few shaky sentences quickly turned into a rambling outburst that left fans glued to their screens in disbelief. Her eyes were red, her voice cracked repeatedly, and the energy was far from the glamorous, confident woman fans had grown used to seeing. This was not a calculated post. This was raw, unfiltered emotion spilling out in real time. But what truly shocked viewers was not her emotional state. It was the name she mentioned and the warning she issued. In the middle of her emotional rant, Pearl Watts suddenly directed a stern message towards Sonia Uche, warning her to steer clear of Maurice. The moment those words dropped, the internet exploded. Comments began flooding in at lightning speed. Fans replayed the video over and over, trying to understand what exactly was happening. Why was Sonia Uche being mentioned? What connection did she suddenly have with Maurice? And most importantly, why was Pearl Watts so deeply shaken? What made the situation even more confusing was the timing. Just days earlier, fans believed Pearl Watts and Maurice were living their best lives together in South Africa. Photos, subtle hints, and insider whispers suggested the two were enjoying December side by side, soaking in luxury, sunshine, and what many assumed was a solid romantic connection. There were no visible cracks. No public disagreements. No warning signs. So what went wrong? Sources close to the situation claimed that the trip to South Africa was not as smooth as it appeared online. While social media painted a picture of fun, closeness, and romance, reality behind the scenes was allegedly far more complicated. According to insiders, tensions had been building quietly for weeks, long before Pearl's emotional outburst. Maurice, known for his calm demeanor and private lifestyle, has always kept his personal relationships away from public scrutiny. Pearl, on the other hand, is more expressive, more emotionally transparent, and deeply invested once she commits. That contrast, insiders say, may have been the first crack in their dynamic. Things allegedly took a turn when Pearl began sensing emotional distance. Calls became shorter. Responses felt colder. Moments that were once intimate reportedly started feeling forced. And then came the whispers. It is alleged that Pearl began hearing rumors linking Maurice to Sonia Uche, not necessarily romantically confirmed, but enough to trigger insecurity and emotional distress. Whether these rumors were exaggerated, misunderstood, or entirely false remains unclear. What is clear, however, is that Pearl believed something was happening behind the scenes that she was not being told. Friends say Pearl confronted Maurice privately, hoping for reassurance. Instead, she allegedly felt dismissed. That dismissal, sources claim, cut deeper than any rumor ever could. For someone emotionally invested, feeling unheard can feel like betrayal. By the time Pearl took to social media, insiders say she was already emotionally exhausted. The live video was not planned. It was a breaking point. Fans immediately split into camps. Some expressed deep concern for Pearl's emotional well-being, urging her to log off social media and seek peace away from public eyes. Others criticized her for dragging Sonia Uche into a situation that had not been publicly confirmed. A third group questioned Maurice's silence, wondering why he had not stepped forward to clear the air. Sonia Uche, for her part, remained silent as the drama unfolded. No post. No responses. No subtle hints. That silence only fueled speculation further. In the world of celebrity gossip, silence is rarely interpreted as neutrality. To fans, it became another puzzle piece in an already messy situation. As the hours passed, clips from Pearl's live session circulated widely. Blogs picked it up. Commentators analyzed every word, every pause, every emotional crack in her voice. Some noticed how she repeatedly mentioned feeling disrespected. Others pointed out how her warning sounded less like anger and more like desperation. This was not the voice of a woman seeking attention. It was the voice of someone who felt she was losing something important. At the center of it all remains Maurice, whose name continues to trend without a single public statement from him. Insiders claim his silence is intentional, believing that responding publicly would only escalate the situation further. However, fans are not satisfied. In the absence of clarity, narratives are being created for him. Some fans believe Pearl overreacted based on assumptions. Others believe women often sense emotional shifts long before evidence becomes public. And some believe this entire situation is a painful reminder that social media relationships are rarely as perfect as they appear. Halfway through this unfolding drama, one thing became clear: whatever happened in South Africa did not stay in South Africa. If you are enjoying this exclusive breakdown, do not forget to subscribe to Just Gist TV right now. This is where the full story always lives, beyond the filters and captions. More sources now suggest that Pearl Watts felt blindsided. She allegedly believed she and Maurice were on the same page, only to realize she may have been emotionally invested alone. That realization, insiders say, was devastating. The public warning to Sonia Uche was less about confrontation and more about reclaiming dignity in the only way she felt she could at that moment. Still, many fans argue that Sonia should never have been mentioned publicly without concrete proof. They worry that dragging another woman into a personal emotional conflict only shifts blame instead of addressing the real issue. Others, however, argue that Pearl's emotions deserve empathy, not judgment. Public figures are still human. Hate does not disappear because one has followers. As the days pass, fans continue to wait for clarity. Will Maurice finally speak? Will Sonia Uche address the situation? Or will this story quietly fade, leaving behind unanswered questions and emotional scars? What cannot be denied is that Pearl Watts' breakdown has shattered the illusion of a perfect December getaway. It has reminded fans that behind curated photos and soft smiles are real emotions, real fears, and real heartbreaks. Whether this situation was fueled by misunderstanding, jealousy, emotional neglect, or something deeper, one truth stands firm: Pearl Watts is hurting. And until the full truth emerges, speculation will continue to fill the silence. As of now, Pearl has gone quiet online, deleting the live video but unable to erase its impact. Fans remain concerned, divided, and deeply invested in what happens next. And as always, Just Gist TV will be here to bring you every update, every hidden angle, and every truth as it unfolds. If you believe celebrities deserve accountability, clarity, and honesty, make sure you are subscribed to Just Gist TV. This is not the end of this story, and you do not want to miss what comes next. What do you think is really troubling Miss Watts? Emotional betrayal, misunderstanding, or something far deeper than what we have seen so far? Stay locked in, stay informed, and stay subscribed to Just Gist TV.